Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday daily devotional from your good old friendly neighborhood slingshot podcast. Yes, that's a Spider-Man reference. I'm a nerd. Get over it. Today we have continuing chapter 23 in Exodus. We have the next 6 verses. This is the 3 annual festivals that we're going to talk about today, and I am not familiar with it just based off of that name, but we'll see after the reading if I know of what they're talking about anymore. So having said that, let's get into it. 3 times a year you are to celebrate a festival to me. Celebrate the festival of unleavened bread. For 7 days eat bread made without yeast, as I commanded you. Do this at the appointed time in the month of Aviv, for in that month you came out of Egypt. No one is to appear before me empty-handed. Celebrate the festival of harvest with the first fruits of the crops you sow in your field. Celebrate the festival of ingathering at the end of the year, when you gather in your crops from the field. 3 times a year all the men are to appear before the sovereign Lord. Do not offer the blood of a sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast. The fat of my festival offerings must not be kept until morning. Bring the best of the first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. Interesting verse to end off with there. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. I guess they must have used something to cook back then, and maybe it was goat's milk. So 3 annual festivals that people are supposed to celebrate: unleavened bread, the festival of harvest, and the festival of ingathering. Um, Unleavened bread was kind of touched on when they came out of Egypt. Now we have the festival of harvest, um, with the first fruits of the crops you sow in your field. And then it just says at the end of the year, the festival of ingathering, when you gather in your crops from the field. So I guess when you, like the first crops that you plant, like the planting season, and the ingathering, so when you gather in your crops from the field. Is that right? Or is harvest? I thought harvesting was like gathering them in as well. I don't know. Maybe somebody with a little bit more farming knowledge will be able to help me out on this one. And then again, do not offer the blood of a sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast. Um, so yeah, some different things for the 3 annual festivals that the Lord has commanded. That all the men are to appear before the sovereign Lord 3 times a year, and that's what you're supposed to do with them. All right, this was another pretty easy one to get through, I think, today. Um, I would elaborate more, but my farming knowledge is not that good. My fiance's family is probably disappointed in me, but I'm sorry. I didn't grow up a farmer. I am more of a city boy, even though I don't live in like a city. But yeah, so enjoy your Thursday, everybody. And I guess we'll see you again tomorrow morning for Friday's video. All right.